Okay, example number 3. We've got 8x squared plus 2x minus 3. We're looking to multiply the constant and the leading coefficient. That product is negative 24. So I'm going to start a list of all of the numbers that multiply to be negative 24. Might be a long one. Negative 1 and 24. 1 and negative 24. This is even, so we know it's divisible by 2 and negative 12, or negative 2 and positive 12. I know it's divisible by 3. Okay. I know it's divisible by 4, and that might be it. Now notice when I'm writing these, one of them is always negative. I haven't pointed this out for what we've been doing thus far, but one of these numbers is always negative because the product is negative. I don't make them both negative. If both of these were negative, their product would be positive. I need the product to be negative. So I want one of them to be negative, one of them to be positive, and then I switch it when I write that next pair, right? Okay. So now what am I looking for? In this list, I'm looking for two numbers that add to be positive 2. Let's go down the line. Clearly, negative 1 and 24 are way too far apart to get me a sum of 2. Same thing here. Okay? 2 and negative 12, think about a number line. Where's negative 12? If you add 2 to negative 12, you're only getting to negative 10. So that's not going to be good. Same with that. So we're getting warmer. 3 and negative 8, think about a number line. If you start at 3 and you add negative 8 or you subtract 8, you're going to go way past 0 into the negative numbers. We're looking for 2, so that's not going to do it. If you start at negative 3 on the number line and you add 8, right, you're getting closer to 2, but you actually go past it. Negative 3 plus 8 is positive 5, so we're left with these two. Now the sum has to be positive. So if the sum has to be positive here, then I want the negative number to be smaller than the positive number when I add them. When I add two numbers, if one's negative and one's positive, whichever one is more negative, in this case this one, that's going to create a negative sum. So I don't want that. So we've got negative 4 and 6. So when I go to the box model, okay, 8x squared goes here, negative 3 goes down here. Doesn't matter where I put these. Let's put negative 4x here. Let's put positive 6x here. And let's start doing greatest common factor. Here, okay, we see the x's, we're going to pull out an x. Negative 4, positive 8. Both of these numbers are divisible by 4. You should know that. All right, but this is positive, so I'm pulling out a 4, and it's a positive 4. Okay, when I look here now, what are 3 and 6 both divisible by? They're both divisible by 3, so I'm pulling out a 3. This doesn't have an x, this does. I'm not pulling out an x if there's no x here. Right? We've seen that happen many times here now. Now look here. Okay? What's the biggest number that both of these are divisible by? They're not divisible by 6. Okay? They're both divisible by 2. That's the biggest number I can pull out of there. And they both have an x, so I'm pulling out an x. Here, 3 is only divisible by 1 and 3. This is not divisible by 3. So the biggest number I can pull out is a 1, right? But this is negative, so that's negative. So we end up with 4x plus 3, 2x minus 1.